Hello everyone and welcome back to more Goddess of Victory NIKKE. So, as you can see by the timers here on the bottom right, I'm pretty much doing the second half of the Crust and Bready events pretty much last minute, because at the time of recording, pretty much the next day is going to be the 2.5 anniversary, and the suspicions were indeed correct, and we are getting Little Mermaid officially into the game. Aside from her, we're also getting, funny enough, a overspec version of Mihara and another new NIKKE known as Mori. But I'll go into all those details and whatnot another time. Pretty much once the anniversary goes live. For now, we're going to see about doing the True Flavor event, and also off screen I've been doing more or less just pretty much dailies and whatnot up to this point, and I also boosted everyone to level 195, and I also have that skin that was from the daily login for the event that was going on currently. So now I have that skin for aid. And speaking of which, in this upcoming anniversary, there's special skins that are coming out for Cinderella and Grave. Unfortunately, I can't show them here at the moment. They're not in game, but again, I'll go over what's coming pretty much next time once the whole anniversary drops, because well, the main reason I haven't been doing this event up to this point is because off screen I've been doing a lot of catch up in terms of editing and whatnot, all of my experience in the previous events up to this point. Currently, I'm pretty much working on my footage from the Ava collab, so I'm just about caught up in terms of all the events that I have done up to this point. But I'm gonna try to get everything finished, edited, uploaded, and all that jazz pretty much as soon as I can, because in all honesty, in terms of the algorithm, it may help me in the long run. But for now, we're gonna see about finally hopping into True Flavor to see about doing the event. Also, before I forget, as part of the off-screen, I also did some more battles in the SP arena, and I actually managed to progress to Diamond tier, which the first time I was able to do that, I went against an opponent that had pretty weak teams, so I was able to actually jump from, I believe, Platinum straight into Diamond, so I was able to get some nice rankings there, and as a result, I ended up getting 800 gems instead of 300 for my placement in rankings. And then as bonus countdown rewards leading up to the event, leading up to the 2.5 anniversary, we were getting advanced recruit vouchers in the mail. First we got one, then 2 for day 4, or 4 days till, then 2 again for 3 days till, 2 for 2 days till, and then for 1 day till, also 2. And then on launch day, we're going to be getting 10, me and other players will be getting 10 more recruit vouchers. And also during the live stream that went over all the details for the 2.5 anniversary, there was also some CD keys, one of which got me 5 recruit vouchers and the 2.5 anniversary cake. But I'll probably read this later. But yeah, this is the event's gonna probably introduce a version of Uni that technically we were supposed to encounter in another event, being wordless. But again, I'll go into that with the anniversary. But then another 10 recruit vouchers. Another one gave us 300 gems, 2 synchro expansion devices, so that gets me free 2 slots in the 2 free slots in the synchro device, which is gonna be very helpful. Code menu selection. And then in another one, we got a growth set, some boost modules, some Darling for Days, 600 gems, and then there was also some other CD keys that kind of led up to current day, or up to the pretty much, I believe, up to when the live stream dropped, which pretty much gave us some extra gems here and there. So for now, I'm just under 100 pulls worth of gems, and I do have 10 advanced recruit vouchers currently, which is going to become 20 once I complete this event. As for pulling for Crust, yeah, not gonna happen. And the reason why, I'm going to save all the advanced recruit vouchers along with the ones that I and other players are going to be receiving for the anniversary anniversary, and I'm gonna save them and use those advanced secure vouchers and my gems towards not only Little Mermaid's banner, but also the SSR version of Mihara. So with all that jibber jabber out of the way, let's hop into the event. My mind doesn't feel overwhelmed. It's not so strangely exotic or stimulant flavor, but I can actually taste it. At long last, I finally found it. The taste I've been searching for all my life. One beautiful beyond comprehension. Pure and untainted by information. It's divine. It's divine Bambush. Really? Congratulations, Bready. Have your taste buds transformed, do you think? No, I don't think so. It's only the command... No, I should call him Bambush from now on. Bambush is the only one I get this flavor from. I see. And here I was hoping that my meals would be the pathway to your happiness. Looks like I lost out to Mr. Gourmand. At any rate, seeing you this happy while you're eating makes me happy. So this is a positive development. Let's throw a party as a celebration. I made a bunch of tasty treats. Will Bambush be coming too? Not sure. I suppose if we want to be certain, we can invite him. But then again, he has been awfully busy lately. Has he? Sorry, but I'll have to take a rain check on that party. Huh? Why? Are you sick? No, I'm fine. Then how come you don't want to be part of the festivities? This party is supposed to be for you. It's just... I have no reason to ingest any of your food anymore. Wow. Really? What? What do you mean? I found a new taste, and that's all I want to experience now. Are you talking about Mr. Gourmand? Yeah. So if Bambush doesn't come to the party, there's no point in me attending. I'm already familiar with the taste of your food. So it isn't new, and it doesn't bring out joy in me. Damn. That's kind of harsh. But you'll have to enjoy the party without me, Crust. Oh, wait! Bready? Huh? Hold on. I'm in my room. Phew. It was all just a dream. Man, the weird stuff that my mind conjures up. Anyway, this is a critical moment. I've got to bust my butt and cook something that Bready will find delicious. Bubble, bubble, let's boil the stew. Let's grill up the meat. Now we plate it up nicely and ta-da! The special multi-course breakfast is complete. Enjoy, Bready. Isn't this a bit overkill? I got excited while cooking and maybe I did go over a bit. Go a bit overboard. If there are any leftovers, I'll pack them up in a lunchbox for you. Okay. Thanks for this. Sure thing. The combination of ingredients is remarkable, and the flavor balance is impeccable. You clearly were more emotionally invested in this than usual. It's very cute, I must say. Okay, but what about the taste? What do you think? It's nice. The taste is identical to what it usually is. Uh-oh. So it hasn't changed? Okay, that's it. I've decided. Decided what? I, Crust, will be closing the kitchen. Starting today, I will dedicate myself to researching food further. Where's this coming from all of a sudden? And until my research is finished, you, Bready, are banned from the kitchen. Really? Duh. Excuse me? Yeah, that's kind of a sudden. So, even though this is gonna go into my gem stash, might as well buy these. So that way, I can then use the rewards. So I can then use the rewards to pretty much get all the vouchers and all the other stuff I need. Oh, Nihilister. I haven't seen her as a boss since the Life Again event with Romani. So, that's kind of an interesting surprise. Speaking of raptures, there's actually a boss that's being added, I believe, as a special challenge fight during the 2.5 anniversary. I want to say during possibly, I'd say maybe in the chapters 37 and 38, maybe, or one of the other modes. But the boss in question is Gluttony. And Gluttony was actually previously mentioned in Old Tales. But yeah, since I haven't been doing this event, I won't be able to do the other entries to get rewards. So in the meantime, let's see. Oh, cool. I can use Tia to get a nice bonus, and Aid as well. So that's 80% there. Oh, regular Lumilla would give me 30% along with Brid. Okay. Alright, so let's put in Rappy, of course. And then we'll put in Tia. You know what? We'll put in Naga too. Might as well have the pair. There you are.
What are we learning today?
Yeah, we'll put Tia and Naga. We'll put in Aid. And then let's also put in... why not? We'll put in Ludmilla. That should be fine. Actually, well, Brid is burst 3, so yeah, we'll put in Brid.
It's ready to run.
There we go. That way we'll get maximum boost rewards. Hello, students. It's nice to meet you all. I'm Crust from the Cooking Oil Squad, and I've got a special lesson prepared for you today. And what's so special about today's lesson, you ask? We'll be having an assistant helping us today. Hello, everyone. Hello. To think that the entire school is gathered to listen to my lecture, it's enough to make you a bit nervous. Now then, in today's lesson, we'll be covering 3 main topics. 1, edible ingredients that can be found on the surface. 2, things that you should never eat. And 3, practical training on making food that's easy to store and won't spoil quickly. Are you all excited? Excuse me. Ooh, pardon me. In that case, let's get started. Oh. There's Ryan 9. Yeah? Yeah. Isn't the food Miss Crust showed up supposed to be brown? How come yours is black? That's because Nara stinks at cooking. 10 grams of sauce. 10 more grams? Boring. You see? They're not even following the recipe. Maybe the problem is that you're leaving it to Naru instead of doing it yourself? What's wrong with that? Naru and I are practically one being after all. So did you just insult yourself a moment ago? I meant we're like two separate beings, united together, but not as one. Things seem to be going more or less okay in P class. How about the other side of the class? Wow, you're really good at this, Tia. Do you cook often? Not really. I just followed the instructions and it turned out well. My goodness. You finished rather quickly. May I have a bite? Of course. It's very nice. But don't you think it's a bit too sweet? Is it? I thought it was perfect. Naga, do you want to try? Sure. What do you think? Is it too sweet? It's definitely on the saccharine side, I believe. I want to say that's how that word is pronounced. But it's certainly something you would enjoy. You bet it is. It's perfectly suited to my tastes. Well, it's not like you're making this for someone else. So, as long as it tastes good to you, that's all that really matters. Everyone's taste buds are different after all. Very true. Isn't that right, Miss Crust? Oh, yes, that's right. Good job, Tia. Yeah, the case is especially true for Bready. Thanks. I should make something for Naga too. Aw, that's nice of you, Tia. I'm excited to try what you make. Things seem to be going well on the other side of the room as well. I think today's lessons should go off without a hitch. That's all for today's lesson. Feel free to enjoy the food that you've made for yourselves. I scored each dish, so be sure to check what I wrote down. Okay. I didn't do too bad. How'd you do, Tia? Right down the middle for me as well. My score probably isn't too high since I didn't follow the recipe. You should have submitted the one that you made for me. Maybe you should have. But I didn't want to give you the food that I had given to Miss Crust. You can try it later. And give it your own score as well. Sure, that'd be fun. Weren't you about to leave, Crust? Huh? Oh, right. Yeah, I'm going.
Just remain calm, like we always do.
Yeah, I think her mind is potentially elsewhere, given that, given the quote-unquote dream that she had about Bready.
Target down.
Yeah, he effectively got one-shotted.
Teacher, let's go have some dessert now.
Thank you both for conducting that lesson today. Crust did most of the work. I barely did anything. That's not true. Your presence alone was incredibly reassuring. Well, I'm glad to hear that it was helpful in some way. But Crust, wasn't today supposed to be a filming day for your cooking show? How did you manage to find time for this? Oh, no worries. We'll be showing a rerun today. I see. Well, I shouldn't take up any more of your time. Everything's been taken care of, so you're free to leave whenever you like. Alright, thank you again for the opportunity. See you next time, Marciana. See you, Commander. Thanks again for helping me, Mr. Gourmand. It was fun. It was a fun experience for me too. Where are you off to now? I don't have any real plans, so I was planning on returning to the commander's room. I see. Are you hungry by any chance? Well, now that you mention it, I've been smelling delicious food all day, but haven't been able to eat anything. Yeah, that tells me you're hungry, alright. I at least got to sample the dishes the students made throughout the day, but you didn't get to eat anything. If you're free, would you like to come to my kitchen and have something to eat? Would that be okay? Of course. This was my first time working with the students, and you were kind enough to agree to be my assistant. Being able to repay you for that would be my pleasure. Then, allow me to graciously accept your offer. Wonderful. Let's go. Ta-da! Welcome to the cooking oil kitchen, where the air is filled with the aroma of delicious food. Have a seat over here if you would. Wait just a minute, I'll whip up something nice and special for you. No worries, you can take your time. Actually, I intended on inviting you here all along. So I planned out the meal and prepped all the ingredients earlier. It really wouldn't take any time at all. I see. Today's menu is a special seafood course. I'll start you off with a light appetizer. With cooking as wonderful as Crust, you need to experience it with multiple senses. First with sight, then smell, and then taste. To do anything less would be a disservice to such fine cuisine. It's the best thing I've ever tasted. So you like it? It's divine. I'm glad you like it. I'm the one who's glad, considering I get to try such heavenly cuisine. By the way, you mentioned earlier that today's episode was a rerun? Did something happen? Nom 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 nom. Oh, there wasn't any traumatic accident or anything. I simply decided to close down the kitchen and cancel all my plans so I could focus on cooking and research. Cooking research? Chomp chomp. Yes. As a chef, my first goal was always to create food that Bready would be happy with. But instead, you're the one who achieved that. It would seem that way, yes. So that means I need to get my butt in gear. I'm going to develop dishes that will make Bready happy too. So, Mr. Gourmand, I have a few things to ask of you for my research. Could you help me? What is it? Well, first, could I lick you just once? What? Yeah, exactly. What? Not you too. It's not what you think. My taste certainly diverges from Bready's. But I'm curious what it is about you that that has Bready so obsessed with your flavor. So this for research purposes then? Precisely. If I taste you, I might get some inspiration. Yeah, take that line out of context and it could go weird places, not gonna lie. If that's the case, help yourself. After washing my hands in the sink, I hold them out to Crust. Here you are. Wow. Thanks for agreeing to this. Alright, here we go. How is it? I'm not sure. Nothing's really standing out to me. I figured that'd be the case. Mr. Gourmand, can I ask you for one more favor? What is it? Could you write down everything Bready said after tasting you? All of it? Yep. Yes, please. It's not too much of an imposition, is it? Okay, I'll try.
Let me show you what the AZX can do.
I mean, trying to describe pretty much everything word for word. Definitely I would have to commit a good bit of memory for that. Which, given that quite a bit of time has passed since then, I don't exactly remember all of her words verbatim. Huh. Come to think of it, this is pretty much the first time I've actually used, that's pretty much the first time I've actually used her on a squad. A few days after receiving Crust's request. So sweet. Your hand is delectable when it's covered in chocolate. Oh god. Haven't you already tried this with chocolate before? Last time was with dark chocolate. Today it's milk chocolate. This is sweeter, so it's even better than before. Could I spend the whole day licking your hand? Absolutely not. Too bad. Yeah. Aside from a certain someone getting jealous, several certain someones getting jealous, aside from that fact, there's also the fact that time is kind of the essence, so can't spend all day in the commander's room getting hand licked. So don't you need to go back to the kitchen at some point? Quite the opposite. I couldn't go even if I wanted to. Crust is apparently doing some cooking related research and told me I'm banned until it's finished. She won't even allow you inside the kitchen? Nope. To be honest, I'm a little starved. Nothing like this has ever happened before. Do you think something might be wrong? Have you heard anything before? Have you heard anything more from Crust after the ban? Not a word. She said that if she needed anything, she'd call me. I see. Still, I do like that I get more time to taste you, Bombouche. Oh boy. I think if you licked off all the chocolate by now. Let me taste it a little bit more. Absolutely divine. The taste is completely unique to me, completely pure. I'm so happy. If I let Crust know the full extent of Bready's reactions and descriptions, something tells me to break her heart. Well, I knew it. But wait, don't get the wrong idea. Thank you, Mr. Gourmand. Now I know for sure. Know what? Bready doesn't care about normal food and how it tastes. She needs something pure, where information doesn't even factor into the equation. I'm going to try and create a dish which has the taste that she craves. Are you sure you can make something like that? To be honest, I'm not sure. I may not be brimming with confidence, but I'm gonna give it a shot regardless. I want to make food with my own hands that will make Bready happy. Something meant just for her. Sounds impressive. Let me know if there's anything I can help with. Well, since you offered, would you be interested in being my cooking assistant? I'm not that good at cooking. That's okay. Actually, you're essential for the recipe I'm working on. Really? Very well then. I'll do what I can. Thank you. Shouldn't I be doing more than sitting back and watching you? Oh, sorry, Mr. Wan. I forgot you were there. You can help me now. What do I need to do? Rub your fingers in everything that I've made. What? I kinda had a feeling it would go there. It's like, in theory, Bready would still get kind of the taste of us, the commander, just more or less through other means.
Just a moment.
I mean, to be fair, not a bad idea.
Reloading.
But yeah, like I mentioned, this is technically the first time I've used Bready on a team ever since I got her in my roster.
As long as we're together, I will never fall.
Bready said that food touched your hands. Bready said that food touched by your hands tastes pure to her. So I figured if we go backwards from there, perhaps you touching this food will imbue it with the taste that Bready yearns for. I think it'll make for a fantastic experiment, don't you? Sure. The soups and stews are still hot, so you can start with the other dishes first. You really want me to rub my hands over these? I certainly do. It'll be the perfect way to imbue them with your flavor. Isn't that a hygiene issue? It'll be fine. Bready slurps on your fingers without the thought of hygiene ever crossing her mind. Fair point. Seeing the glint in Crust's eye, I can tell she is being completely serious. Ugh. I reluctantly start to caress the food before me, hoping that it will lead to the results Crust is after. Very good. Now for the taste test. You're going to taste it as well? Of course. Tasting the final product is essential. Thanks for your special ingredient, Mr. Command. Still tastes ordinary to me. There's no major difference from the food I usually make. Still, the last step is to have Bready come and taste it. Didn't you ban her from the kitchen for a while? I did, but if I want her to taste the stuff, she needs to be here. Crust gingerly rings the bell. Shortly after, Bready enters. Wow. It's only been a few days, but it feels like it's been ages since I was in the kitchen. Is your research finished? For the moment, yes. I want you to taste what I came up with. Sure. I didn't imagine I'd see you here, Bomboosh. Oh, I was just lending Crust a hand. I see. No wonder there was no one in the commander's room. Here it is. You made quite a spread. I've actually been missing your cooking. Well, cheers. How is it? The taste is a little different. I knew it. I knew you'd pick up on that. Does it taste pure? Are you happy? I'm afraid not. This isn't quite the flavor I envisioned in my mind. Oh, maybe because I'm still in the early stages of my research? Maybe. That has to be it, definitely. Okay, I'll give my evaluation. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure what kind of flavor you were aiming for. For something that you made, this is oddly flat in terms of the taste and the emotion behind it. Nothing in particular stands out. I see. I appreciate the evaluation. I'll get back to it and call you when I'm ready. Okay. But may I ask what kind of research you're doing? I'm afraid I can't tell you. If I accomplish what I'm after, you'll know what I was aiming for as soon as you eat it. You're right. I've never seen you this motivated before. Very well. I hope you succeed. Thanks. And wait for my call. Bready smiles before leaving the kitchen. And Crust waves goodbye excitedly. Despite her outward enthusiasm, I can't help but feel that Bready looks a bit lonely.
Just remain calm, like we always do.
I kind of thought that feeling would be from maybe Crust more so than Bready.
Start when you are ready. As long as we're together, I will never fall.
I figured it wouldn't succeed on the first attempt. But what could have been the problem? Maybe we need more than just your touch, Mr. Command? I think the methodology was flawed to begin with. Oh, I've got it. There might be too many ingredients. If purity is what you're after, you've got to do away with all the extraneous emotions, information, and stories. This time, I'll make something that focuses on a singular taste. How about this, Bready? To put it nicely, it's keeping things simple. To put it bluntly, it seems unfinished. Alright, next one. Here, this one should be better. It doesn't really taste like much. It's a bit of a stretch to even call this food. Sheesh. How about this? Crust, I appreciate your enthusiasm. But the plates you're giving me are seemingly less and less like proper food. It may seem that way, but at least you can taste it. Is your research about trying to make a dish that with only one ingredient? Huh? What was that? Nothing. I'll try it. I'm picking up the natural flavor of the ingredients. It has enough nutrients and the texture isn't too bad. The portion size isn't too big and it's nice and light. I don't know if this is what your research is about, but this could potentially be useful as an emergency ration for when we go up to the surface. Oh, really? Well, since it's an ingredient that doesn't spoil easily, that might not be a bad idea. But that's not what you were after, was it? Thank you for your help today, Bready. Thanks to your insightful commentary, I've realized I still have a way to go. I'll be in touch once I've made some improvements. Are you going to keep at it? Yeah. Are you going to keep at it today? No, I've been cooking all day, so I'm tired. It's getting late too, so I should get some rest. Yes. Be sure to rest properly while you're doing all this. I'm still not entirely sure what you're doing here, but whatever it is, you don't need to be in a hurry. Okay. I knew this wouldn't be easy. I knew I wouldn't be able to simply snap my fingers and solve this all in a day. But if I'm being honest, I had a little hope there near the end. No matter which parts of you we used, the dishes were all failures. I could have told you that adding my hair to the food wouldn't help things. Hey, this is research after all. We've got to try anything and everything. Still, I'm sorry for inconveniencing you like this. Thanks for all the help today. Crust. Yes? Why are you hiding the purpose of this research from Bready? Well, I want to surprise her. Once I manage to make a dish that's beautiful and pure, she'll be over the moon. Besides, I told her the point of this was so I could make a dish for her. When I look back, all the food I've made are things that other people would enjoy, but not Bready. That's why I want it to be a big surprise when I make something especially for her, with her in mind. Or specifically with her in mind. I see. So there you have it. Are you going to work alone tomorrow? I guess so. I'm planning on doing as much as I can on my own. I know someone who would make a good assistant. Should I bring her? I really appreciate the offer, but our kitchen is off limits to non-staff. I could invite them in, but they would have to be treated as a guest rather than an assistant. It's someone who already knows quite well, or it's someone who you already know quite well. Oh, really? In that case, sure. If it's someone that you personally vouch for, and I already know them, I'm sure they'll be perfect for the job.
Watch over me.
The one that immediately is coming to mind is potentially, well, there's two characters that are coming to mind immediately. Maid Privity and Aid. Actually, now there's also Coco as well, so technically three.
With my service?
The next day, along with the person I have selected to be Crust's assistant, I head to the kitchen. Oh, Tia. Hi, Mr. Gamond. Who was it that you brought with you? Wow, Lee. So this is Miss Crust's kitchen. Oh, Tia, you were in the special class I gave a while ago. Hello. I came here at teacher's request. I may not be much help, but I'll do my best. I'm excited to have you here. You left quite an impression during the class. I did? But I didn't even get that high of a score. Well, the score is based on a set system of criteria, so while I may not have been able to give you a high score, The fact that you made a dish which perfectly suited you impressed me. I also found it moving you made another dish tailored to a friend's taste. In fact, that's the reason I'm here right now. Ah. In that case, I think I might be able to help. Glad to hear it. Then, do you want to get changed first? Changed? Of course. Whenever you cook, you need an apron that matches the occasion. If you go inside the back room, there are plenty of aprons to choose from. Pick whichever one you want and come back once you're ready. Okay. I'm feeling good today. I think I just might succeed. Thank you for sending me such a great assistant, Mr. Command. Sure thing. I'll be watching from the sidelines, cheering you on. I'm done changing. Aha. So she's wearing the past skin for this particular part of the story. Huh. Do I look okay? The apron looks good. But why did you take off your school uniform? Oh, well, when I wore the apron on top of my school uniform, it didn't fit properly and felt a bit uncomfortable. So I changed into something more comfortable and wore the apron over it. I see. Well, as long as you're comfortable. Now then, let's start cooking. Yippee! What kind of food would you like to cook, Tia? I'm feeling a dessert of some kind. I want to make something nice and sweet that I can eat. Alright, then we'll look into desserts. Did you say we had to make something for someone specific? Is it really okay for me to make something I want? Oh, I guess you're right. Wow, I never really considered that. Before saying about creating an ideal flavor, I never thought about what kind of food Bready actually would want to eat. I'm such a dum-dum. What? You mean you don't know what kind of food this person likes? I think they do. I know that she likes something bold, something new. That's a toughie. Is there anything in particular that she eats often? She usually eats whatever I make without any complaints. Then she must be a fan of your cooking. Do you think so? Of course. In that case, I think we'll be okay making it a dessert. Yeah, you're right. Bready will enjoy anything that we give her as long as it's made by us. Alright. You said this Bready person likes bold and new flavors, yes? In that case, you should make a dessert unlike anything this world has ever seen. Yes, that's exactly what we should do. The only thing is, if we do that, it might end up tasting like nothing special. I've got to make something that will really knock her socks. Yeah. Can't talk. I got to make something that will really knock her socks off. I see. Tia peruses through the ingredients lined up on the kitchen table. I don't know, this all looks special enough to me. Anyway, I'll take the lead, and you can pitch in whenever possible. Oh, and feel free to tell me any suggestions you have at any point. Sure thing. Oh, and one more thing before we begin. Tia, Could you perhaps lick Mr. Gammon and explain what he tastes like? Excuse me? Here we go again. Phew. That's one down. Why don't you give it a taste, Tia? Okay. It looks scrumptious. Well, here I go. What do you think? I can't really place what it tastes like. It's certainly not what I expected. Yeah? That's good. In that case, Crust rings the bell. Soon after, Bready answers. Welcome back, Bready. I'd like for you to taste the dish that we came up with today. Sure. I see we have a guest. Hello, I'm Tia. I'm Bready. Thank you for coming to Crust. No problem. I hope you enjoy what we made. Yeah. So you made a cake? It doesn't smell terribly sweet. I'll see what it tastes like. Tia? Yes? It's obvious that you really enjoy desserts. I can easily pick up on the love and joy that you experienced while making this. Wow, you can detect all that? I did have a great time making it. The recipe was completely different from what I'm used to seeing, so I was a bit surprised. But I figured that if this is how someone else likes it, then it's my responsibility to make it that way. Of course, I was only here to assist Miss Crust. Of course, I was only here to assist. Miss Crust made most of it. The taste is very enjoyable, to be sure. When you eat, you sense the emotions that were present when the dish was being made. This complicates things. Maybe I shouldn't cook it myself? Having said that, there's next to no sweetness here. Just a vaguely cake-like texture. I would hardly call this a proper cake. But at least the taste isn't ordinary like the ones from before. That tells me I'm making progress. I'm going to switch up some things and make it again. Crust, Yes? Nothing. I hope you'll be finished with your research soon. I hope so too. I presume I should leave now? If you could, thanks, Bready. Miss Crust? Yes? You're trying to cook a dish that Bready can eat, right? That's right. But Bready didn't enjoy it. She didn't look terribly happy. I realize that. That's why I'm trying to come up with a dish that will make her happy. That's not really what I'm getting at. I realize that you're still in the middle of the process, but if the person you're trying to please looks so unhappy at this point, don't you think that indicates you're headed in the wrong direction? Do you really think she looked that unhappy? Yes. Are you sure you're really making this for her? That's kind of a unique way to think about it for sure.
Just a moment. Gotta reload real quick.
And just before I started recording this session,
Today's lesson.
I did more or less some math to figure out how much research or how much materials it would take to get my main 5 to level 200. And from what I could tell, I'm going to need like roughly 11 million-ish credits and like I believe I calculated like 130 million battle data, I think.
It was a great ride.
If you ask me, if the person on the receiving end doesn't want what they're being given, it can make even good intentions feel malicious. That's why I'm always sure to ask these questions before I set out to do. Getting tongue-tied. That's why I'm always sure to ask these questions before I set out to do something. All this research you're doing right now, is this what Bready wanted? Not exactly, but I know she'll be happy with it when I succeed. I can already see the expression on her face. I've seen it before. I see. Still, I think it would be a good idea to let her know what the exact purpose of what you're doing here. Not knowing for so long might make her feel upset. Okay, I'll fill her in. Thanks for your help today, Tia. Be safe on your way back home. I had a good time. I'll be rooting for you. Cause this next time, rather than making it myself, I'll use a machine. That way, Bready won't detect any emotions in the dish. Yeah, she's kind of not really doing what Tia suggested. Even if she doesn't sense any of the emotions, she'll still detect the nutritional components and each individual ingredient. Oh, but if she doesn't feel the emotions, wouldn't there be a chance that she won't know all those other details? At any rate, I've never tried it, so I'll experiment. I'm sorry. I know that I'm being impulsive. It's alright. It's just that I was really shocked by what Tia said earlier. I said I wanted to make food that Bready would be happy eating, but I never bothered to check what kind of expression she was making while eating. I figured that as long as I did my research, her liking it was a given. Why is this so difficult? The more I try, the less I seem to know. Crust. I know this might sound childish, but I'm a little jealous of you at the moment. I know someone whose cooking makes everyone happy. How about I ask her to come and help? If you could, I'd be super grateful. She sounds incredible. It's another person whom you know as well. Another one? That's amazing considering I don't know that many people. Will they also be here to assist me like Tia did today? This is only my personal opinion, but I'd suggest inviting her as a guest. As a guest? You could take this opportunity to make some normal dishes again. This person could act as a sounding board for what you make and offer their feedback. Yeah, that sounds good. A completely new approach could be just the ticket. Then let's wrap things up for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, wait a moment. Let me give you an invitation. I was personally write on an invitation for any guests that are invited to our kitchen. Why? Isn't it obvious? So they feel special. If you know that, why are you doing this with Bready? Or why aren't you doing this for Bready? Sorry, what was that? Nothing. I'm sure she'll like it. I certainly hope so. Next day. Bubble, bubble, let's boil the stew. Yep. Let's grill up the meat. You look like you're having fun. You bet I am. Welcoming new guests is always a thrill. I'm so curious who it is, who it is going to be. My heart is racing. Oh, there they are. Welcome. Welcome to the Cooking Kitchen, where the air is filled with the aroma of delicious food. Oh, I know that sleeve. It's Aid in her special outfit. You look awfully familiar. Hey, you're that maid from before. That's right. My name is Aid, and I work at the Maid Cafe. Thank you for inviting me. Kind of fitting that I got her free skin.
I can't believe I'm already about to graduate.
I mean, true, Aid didn't get a stat buff, but she did get a buff in terms of appearance.
How heavy your burden has been.
That concludes today's lesson.
Wow, I almost didn't recognize you without the maid uniform. This is my first time seeing you in a casual dress as well, Aid. Today I'm simply a guest who has come to taste Miss Crust's cooking. I therefore dress accordingly. I don't look strange, do I? Not at all. You look great. Thank you, Master. Is it alright if I sit here, Miss Crust? Oh, yes. Please, make yourself comfortable. It's an honor to have an opportunity to taste your cooking. I'm sure I'll enjoy myself. I poured my heart and soul into these dishes, so please enjoy. Crust begins to serve a multi-course meal, starting with the appetizer. One by one, Aid carefully tastes each dish as they're presented to her. I can see now why you insisted that I prepare this specific dish, Mr. Command. And what dish would that be? This here's the main entree. Omurice. This message was written with ketchup. Did you write it yourself? I sure did. I wanted to express my gratitude for you coming here and sampling my food. It's incredibly well done, like a work of art. Well then, I'll start. Crust watches Aid with an excited expression. Aid smiles subtly as she nods her head. Phew. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll bring out the dessert. Yes, okay. I believe I'm finished. After finishing the dessert, Abe puts her spoon down on the table. That was an incredibly satisfying meal. I truly had a wonderful time. The entire time I was eating, I kept wondering about something. I heard that you're attempting to create dishes which invoke happiness in others. But if you ask me, I say you've already succeeded. Really? You felt happy while eating? Ever since I received that invitation from you yesterday, I felt a sense of joy. And that's continued all the way through the entire meal today. Even your own enthusiasm while preparing the food was infectious and made me feel cheerful. That's such a relief to hear. But the person I want to make happy has quite a unique palate. I see. If it's okay, could I serve you a plate of omurice? You want to make me some omurice? Yes. I intended on remaining simply as a guest today, but after eating such a delicious meal, it just doesn't sit well with me. Last time you came to the maid cafe, you left having eaten subpar omurice. Alright, if you insist. I'd be glad to try something you make for me. Very well. Please wait a moment. It begins cooking with precise and purposeful movements. Wow. I've never just sat in my own kitchen and watched someone cook before. Front row seats to the show. How exciting. Seeing someone else cook for you naturally lifts your spirits. True. Soon after, your omurice is ready. I'm not sure if you remember, but you need to say the spell that makes it delicious. I remember. You make a heart with your hands like this, and ooey gooey goodness. Make this omurice delicious. Perfect. Now then, go ahead and dig in. Alright. That has me curious.
I want to see a chameleon for myself.
It's like, kind of has me curious as to,
Pretty close to our
one,
drills.
pretty much why the auto expression, and two, why the music quit. So, it could go either good or bad.
It was a great ride.
Oh. I guess it went for the better. Oh my goodness. It's sublime. It's better than I could have ever expected. The texture's out of this world, and it's been seasoned to perfection. That's all thanks to the spell you cast. It really does feel like I'm under a spell. My heart feels like it's overflowing, and I have this goofy grin on my face. So this is how happiness tastes. Your cooking really does bring out the happiness in people, Aid. That's right. I'm sure you're wondering how I do it. Yes. I'm dying to know. I want nothing more than for Bready to feel happy when eating my cooking. Well then, if you don't mind, why don't you make me a dish and pretend as if Bready's going to eat it? Right now? Okay, I'll try. Crust bustles about busily, laying out all the ingredients. Yeah. Master, do you have any idea why Crust is hesitating? It looks like she's prepared all the ingredients. It's probably because she doesn't know exactly what to make. Right now, Crust is more fixated on a specific taste rather than a specific dish. I see. A bit of this, and a bit of that. Try to touch it as little as possible. Grill it until it's right. Take all this out. Phew. I think it's ready. I still need to do a bit more research, but this is as good as I can do at the moment. I see. You probably got an inkling of this while watching me cook, but you may want to brace yourself while tasting this. Bready has rather unusual taste, so I used some unorthodox methods. I'm not sure what other people will think of it. You're right. I don't need to try to know that it will taste bad. Huh? Because you didn't make this dish for Bready. You made it for yourself. Tia said something along the same lines. She mentioned how Bready looked unhappy. She questioned whether I was really making these dishes for Bready. I don't understand it. Why does everyone keep asking me that? I thought I knew what I was doing. I think you've misunderstood the correlation between food and happiness. I have? Yes. It takes more than taste alone. It takes more than taste alone for someone to derive happiness from food. A handwritten personalized invitation. A bright smile upon arriving at a place which is brimming with an ebullient atmosphere. A dish made by someone who is humming away happily while they cook. A dish lovingly plated, a multi-course meal thoughtfully presented in sequence. All of these things can inspire happiness. How did you feel when you ate the dish I made for you? It was delicious, and I felt happy. Why were you happy? Because it was so enjoyable to watch you cooking up close. It was nice casting the magic spell together. Being treated with such care made me feel good. And on top of that, the food was delicious. Are you starting to get it now? I think my work here is done. I'll leave the rest to you, Master. Sure thing. Thanks for coming today, and no, thank you for allowing me to have such a wonderful time. Aid leaves the kitchen. Crust carefully tastes the dish she made. It's not delicious. Not even close. Is this what I've been trying to feed Bready this whole time? Crust proceeds to stand frozen for a long time, staring at the food she made.
Enemy spotted. Look alive. Just a moment. Gotta reload real quick. I'll check it out and be right back. Let me take a break.
Teacher, let's go have some dessert now.
It's not bad. All the ingredients blend well together. I expected no less from you, Crust. The combination of the ingredients and the balance of flavors are perfect. You seemed more excited while making it as well. It was adorable. Oh, what about the flavor? How does it taste? It's the same as what I usually eat. It's delicious. Bready would always smile when she ate my food. And that would make me smile too. I would smile while I was cooking. Because I liked that she got so much enjoyment out of eating my food. And now I'm not sure. What were the feelings coursing through me during the research? I think I was impatient. I felt a little frustrated that she wasn't feeling happy while eating my food. I'm sure she felt all those negative, downy emotions running through my mind as I was cooking. Bready isn't happy? Oh, I see. It's no wonder. She wasn't happy all this time. It's because I wasn't happy. Crust, are you okay? Hi. I realize it now, Mr. Command. I was being selfish. Once I saw the expression Bready made after tasting you, I wanted to see her feel the same thing when eating my food. That look I saw on her face was one of true joy. In that moment, I forgot everything. All the moments in the past when she'd smiled and been perfectly happy eating my food. She always smiled. I forgot all of it, like a complete fool. Every time the bell rang, Bready must have come walking in filled with anticipation as to what I would serve her. But I kept giving her bizarre experimental dishes instead. What should I do? Bready must be so disappointed in me. You can cook for her again. Do you think I can? Of course you can. You can make the dishes you usually made before. The ones that made Bready happy. Would that be enough? Of course. You've also learned a lot from Tia and Aid. You're right. They taught me that when emotions are one-sided, even something like kindness can feel like malice. And I've learned how to make someone feel happy while eating. Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm going to write an invitation for Bready. Come to think of it, I've never officially invited Bready here before. Of course, it's because I've never really needed to. But Aid said that from the moment she received the invitation, she felt a sense of excitement, of joy. So when Bready arrives with her invitation in hand, I'll serve her a dish that will make her feel absolutely blissful. And I'll tell her everything. Why I made all those weird dishes, everything. Crust's eyes start to sparkle. I should prepare right away. Will you help me, Mr. Command? Of course. Thank you. I just want to eat something delicious. When will this research end? What's this? An invitation from Crust? You are cordially invited to the cooking oil kitchen, where the air is filled with the aroma of delicious food. I'll prepare a wonderful meal which is guaranteed to make you happy, so be sure to arrive with an empty stomach. Your humble host, Crust. Looks like she's concluded her research. That's a relief.
Engaging with enemy. Commander, stay behind me. Just a moment. Gotta reload real quick. That concludes today's lesson.
Alright, last stage. Come in. Welcome, Bready. This place where the air is filled with the aroma of delicious food is the cooking oil kitchen. What is all this? Always eating in the same place can start to feel a bit dull. So I did a little bit of decorating. So I did a little bit of decoration. The place feels totally different, doesn't it? We spent all night putting up stickers and lights to liven up the kitchen. Aren't you pulling out my chair for me? Naturally. You're our special guest, after all. Very well, thank you. Ta-da! I prepared this grapefruit soda as an aperitif? I think it's the word. It will help stimulate your appetite. Thank you. Bready gives a small nod. I spent a long time contemplating what kind of meal to cook. Eventually, I decided that instead of a multi-course meal, I'd go for a single dish menu. Therefore, the main dish I've prepared for you tonight is tenderloin steak. Crust brings out the raw ingredients and shows them to Bready. This is the prime center cut of the tenderloin called... Oh boy. This is kind of French, so I don't know how this is gonna be pronounced. Chateaubriand, I guess? I picked a good one, don't you think? Yes. Based on the color, I get the sense that it's high quality. With this, I'll prepare a delicious meal for you. Would you like it cooked? Or how would you like it cooked? Medium rare. Very well. Crust carefully sears the meat as beads of sweat roll down her forehead. She swiftly prepares the sauce and fries the potatoes. This again. Let's grill the meat. Lock in the juices, intensify the aroma. Let's see. Ooey gooey goodness, make the steak delicious. One tenderloin steak. Bon appetit. You seem nervous. Huh? Isn't that obvious? Very. Why don't you have a seat as well, Crust? Huh? You want me to sit down too? But being at the same eye level as me will make you less nervous. Really? Then maybe I will sit down. Before I eat, I have a question. What is it? Is this meal part of your final presentation? Huh. Yep. Nice quick battle. With those stages done, we can now blitz through hard mode.
I will never fall.
I'm not quite sure what you're saying. Do you mean that I was able to finish my research and that this is the culmination of my findings? Exactly. At least, that's what I figured you were making, at least that's why I figured you were making such a grand show of all of this. But that's not it. My plan was to wait until you were finished eating. And then tell you everything about what's been going on. I'll tell you, but you're not allowed to laugh at me or get upset. Alright, deal. I gave up on the research. The whole adventure was something I started out of my own stubbornness and greed. What? What in the world was this research about for you? What in the world was this research about for you to say something like that? It's so embarrassing. I was jealous of the expression you made after tasting Mr. Command. And I wanted to make food that would make you just as happy. That's what the research was for. I see. So that's why you kept cooking all those esoteric dishes. Yeah. I'm sorry for making you eat all those weird dishes. No, it's okay. Thank you for finally telling me. I've been wondering. Now I'll try the steak. Alright. The rich aroma of the meat blends with the tangy notes of the sauce. The amount of juice that seeps out when I slice it is perfect, as is the tenderness of the steak itself. It's an exceptionally cooked medium rare. Now for the taste. Oh, wait. Let me feed it to you. Why would you want to feed it to me? The way you describe the aromas of the dish in great detail one by one, I'm familiar with that way of speaking. It's how you go about your evaluations when we're doing cooking research together. I can only assume that you're giving me an evaluation right now. I may have put a halt to my research, but I still want you to enjoy the food that I made and be happy. So, this is my way of scoring some brownie points. Crust picks up the neatly sliced portion of steak with a fork and holds it out for Bready. I asked you to sit in front of me to ease your nerves, but apparently all I did was make you more nervous. I guess that can't be helped. Being judged always makes you nervous. Well, I'll dig in. How is it? Oh. I was going to try and hide it for a while, but I can't help it. Huh? It's as I expected. The taste of your cooking hasn't changed. It's delicious, adorable, and makes me happy. I missed it. That's why I was eager for you to be done with all this silly research business. Now that I know you were doing that for me. Delicious, adorable. Yeah. Definitely a cute image, for sure. And did you say you're happy? I am. I'm always happy whenever I get to eat your food. The fact that you cooked with so much joy always piques my curiosity. But today, you planned out this entire meal for me, invitation and all. That makes me even more happy. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry for making you eat all that terrible food. For making you feel so unhappy. For being so greedy. You've always had such a happy expression on your face, and I had no idea, and all I did for all these I did all these ridiculous things. You must have been so disappointed in me. How could I be disappointed in someone who just wanted to make me happy? But next time you start feeling this way, please let me know. Don't launch off into your own research. We can work our way through it together. Yeah. Also, don't forget, your research was a success. It was? Yes. You cooked a dish that made me happy. If I were to grade this dish, I'd give it a perfect score. You worked hard, Crust. I'm so glad to hear that. Why are you laughing suddenly? I'm just so happy. I can't stop laughing. Good. Thanks for letting me taste something made from the heart. The flavor of this one, I won't ever forget. Now, am I allowed back in the kitchen? Yes. Now that the research is over. I'm curious though. How exactly did you conduct your research? I thought that if I used Mr. Gaman, maybe I could make food that tasted like him. He had his hands on the food, and I even had him put in some of his hair. That's not a bad approach, actually. I thought so. What the? Instead of hair, how about collecting some saliva or sweat? Darn, I didn't think of that. I didn't think that far. What? Crust and Bready quietly stare at me. Uh-oh. Yeah, time to run. It seems like the cooking research will continue for a while yet. Although, no one knows if they will succeed. That process itself will become a vital factor towards determining the flavors they create. After all, the two most indispensable culinary ingredients are sincerity and happiness. Although I might not have such a fun time personally. Yep. And now to blitz through hard mode.
Later.
Alright, let's see what the bonus cutscene entails. Hello students, I'm Crust from the Cooking Oil Squad, and I'll be your instructor for today. It's been a long time since I saw you last. Hello Miss Crust, and this is Bready. She'll be the one tasting your dishes. Hello, I'm Bready, and I'm also part of Cooking Oil. Hello, Miss Bready. Today, we'll learn how to make delicious meals using ostensibly flavorless combat rations. I already know what you're thinking. Why bother learning a recipe when we can just eat the rations as is? And the answer is, wouldn't it be better if they tasted good? That's a good point. That's a good point. If you were deployed on the service for a month and had to eat those rations the entire time, I'd go out of my mind. Me too. Then can you make a parfait with combat rations? You dork. Of course that's not possible. I'm not a big fan of combat rations either. None of them are sweet in the slightest. I don't think they're that bad. But if there's a way to make them tastier, I certainly wouldn't complain. Let me show you an example first. Just do exactly as I do. Yes, Miss Crust. I'm done. I need to be quick, Naru. May I taste it? Of course, enjoy! Let's see what we have here. Right, did you try this after you finished making it? No? Be sure to do that next time. Number 2 also kept adding random seasonings and ingredients, so maybe it would be best to redistribute the roles. Oh my goodness, really? Guilty. Still, you worked hard. Tasting this was a very pleasant experience. Thank you. Thank you. Done. I made mine into something sweet again. You're unstoppable. Then again, it is only a small portion of the grade. As long as you get an average grade, it should be fine. Yeah. May I taste it? Oh, hi, Bready. Go ahead. It should be pretty sweet. Very well. It's abundantly clear what kind of flavors you enjoy, Tia. And you were quite happy as you made this. Especially when you sprinkled the sugar on top. I certainly was. Just imagine the taste was enough to make me giddy. I'm going to eat it later along with the dessert I brought from the cafe. That sounds nice. This was a very pleasant dish that made me happy. Thank you. Thank you. What's your impression overall, Bready? Even students who are not professionals in the kitchen are able to cook with different emotions. All those emotions create distinct new stories and tastes. It's good. I'm glad to hear you enjoyed it. You haven't forgotten where we're going after this, did you? I remember. The maid cafe. Yep. Welcome, ladies. I'll prepare the usual for you. Thank you, Aid. Even I never fully realized the extent to which happiness can exist. I can assume so many different... It can assume so many different forms. So much so that now, tasting food isn't simply a boring routine for me anymore. I have you to thank for that, Crust. Huh? What are you thanking me for? I only came to this realization thanks to the research that you did. Only then was I able to realize what cooking from the heart feels like. You're gonna make me blush. If I had known happiness could assume so many different forms, I would have gone out to eat with you more often. We could do that from here on out. Yeah, let's do that. Here's the omurice you ordered. Shall we say the magic spell today as well? Ooey gooey goodness. Make this omurice delicious. You're a natural at this point, Miss Bready. That's because I realize now that this spell is also an integral ingredient in the recipe. Happiness. Well then, let's dig in. Let's. True flavor end. And that's all she wrote for that event. Now I can claim the rewards. Such as that film. That background from the end cutscene. And some extra points. And then we're going to continue to replay the last stage of hard mode.
That concludes today's lesson.
And now to go on a shopping spree. So first, we'll get this. Then the advanced recruit vouchers. then the regular vouchers, and then we'll get these modules here, or consoles. And then we'll get all of these, the re-energy. And let's get these. And then top it off with this. There we go. That's all she wrote for that. So yeah, at the moment, I now have 20 advanced recruit vouchers and 113 of the regular recruit vouchers. But of course, I'm going to get more, like quite a bit more, thanks to the 2.5 anniversary events and whatnot. So with those, and of course also whatever gems I'm gonna get pretty much off screen at this point, I'll easily have like 100 plus pulls that I'll be able to put towards getting the overspec version of Mihara and Little Mermaid. But again, I'm gonna pretty much wait till next time we hop into NIKKE to do more or less kind of a breakdown as to what's going on for the 2.5 anniversary, and then pretty much will more than likely hop into the anniversary along with probably doing whatever other content. Like more or less I'll probably blitz through story 1, means that there's going to be a story 1, get that done, and then while waiting for story 2, then I'll probably do campaign whatnot so I can get more gems in preparation for doing pulls on the event banners. But I'll pretty much go into that the next time we hop into NIKKE. So with all that, we will pretty much, the next time I'll see you in NIKKE, it will be for the 2.5 anniversary, and pretty much at some point during that, we'll see if we can reunite Little Mermaid and Cinderella. And with that, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care, and hey, see about potentially hitting the like button if you enjoyed, and subscribe for some more gossip for NIKKE. And I'll see you next time. Take care.